Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah for tuning into this week's An Nur the Light. The Muslim community of South Africa are blessed to have people who are great role models for Islam. They go about their lives diligently, but never forgetting who they are. Take for instance this week's profile, who has reached the top of his profession, but remained humble amidst it all.
Since time immemorial, the role of the doctor has been to heal. Many owe their lives to these angels in white coats who dedicate themselves to saving precious life. With advances in medical technology, the scope of work has increased. These days, doctors aren't only saving lives, but also improve on the quality of it.
I'm a plastic and reconstructive surgeon, which means I do surgery that involves reconstructing areas of the body that either have defects. So for example, when someone's been injured or they've had a cancer removed or something else removed from their body by other surgeons, it's my job to reconstruct those areas. I come from humble beginnings. My parents, basically, my dad was a teacher originally before he branched out into business. My mom was from a family in Vredendorp in Johannesburg, and they had tough beginnings and had to really work hard. And I think they've always preached to us a very hard work ethic. And in that way, having come from, I grew up in Lenasia, I saw disparity in a city like Johannesburg. Every day I'd literally traverse the extent of the city and I would see the disparity that existed. And I think since then my heart has always been directed towards correcting or repairing that disparity that exists today. So I find myself motivated by social causes and I need to see upliftment of communities that so badly need it.
Dr. Ridwan Mia is no stranger to the media. He participated in life-saving surgery of a young Pippi Kruger after she was horribly burnt. What many people don't know is that this wasn't the first time Dr. Mia offered his help in the service of others. Giving of his time to help is both a religious as well as a moral duty for Dr. Mia.
There's a very famous saying out of the Quran that my parents have always, almost like a mantra told us as we were growing up, that the best among you is he who benefits mankind. And I think that to a large extent has determined the way we look at people, almost seeing it as a religious duty to help those around us.
While he runs a very successful practice in Johannesburg, Dr. Mia is never too busy to help out. Ever since his student days, he's been active at the Smile Foundation, and this partnership continues to this day. Over the years, he has assisted with many life-changing operations on those who can least afford it.
Dr. Mia has always been supportive of our organization. He has helped with children that sometimes have not been able to have surgery elsewhere in a private capacity, and he just has a very gentle manner with the children.
I was fortunate enough to gain exposure to the Smile Foundation from its early beginnings, where I was a very junior doctor, where I saw my old professor coming together with Mark Labner and forming the Smile Foundation. It was basically marrying business with the medical field, in which they took specialized surgical skills and brought them to people from disadvantaged backgrounds who are unable to pay for specialized surgery. And I was able to go from someone helping peripherally to being someone who was getting taught in the operations that were being done, to someone who actually now is able to help raise funds for the organization and also be someone who does the operations and teaches them to junior doctors so that they can also do these procedures further down the line.
The skin transplant on Pippi was groundbreaking and has earned him the Order of the Baobab, a South African honor that recognizes service to others.
The field I work in is one where you constantly see that you're making a difference to people's lives. So whether it's repairing a cleft lip on a child who's born with one, or whether it be fixing the shape of someone's nose, that satisfaction, the ability to see that you're making a positive difference in someone's life, I think that's what keeps me going.
Dr. Mia is still young, and this has only spurred him to do even better, knowing that he can bring out positive change in South Africa.
think South Africa is a place that has the full extent of medical care. In other words, we have the best of the best, and unfortunately we also have the worst medical care in certain scenarios. So in terms of the private sector and in terms of research and innovation, South Africa has always been a leader in the world, and also we have a big population of patients. And in that way, our doctors and medical staff have very good training. Throughout the world, we are renowned for the medical advancements that have been made here.
Young people very often need role models to look up to, and Dr. Ridwan Mia most definitely fits the bill. He's an example of all that can be achieved through hard work, but also contributing through service to this beautiful country.
Our street style segment has earned its share of praise and also criticism. We, however, want to assure everyone that this segment is done in the best of spirit to showcase the fashion of Muslims here. Let's see what this week's group of people bring us.
My style is influenced by my mood and my wife. When I say my mood, I mean if I'm in a good mood, I will look really good. So that influenced my style.
My style is influenced by my mood also. I like color. So anything with color, if I see something with color, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to wear it on a daily basis. I don't go with the trends and stuff. I just go with basically what looks good on me and my body. And I try and be modest and cover up as much as I can.
What influences my style is basically, it cannot be summed up in one word, because what I'm wearing on the outside is actually what I carry in my inside. I mean, I am a Muslim woman. I love to dress modestly, but also, you know, it is 2015. We need to be modern. I am a working woman. So we have to be modest, but also keep in mind that we need to look appropriate for the office. But also my style defines who I am as a person. So that's basically what influences me every single day.
As you can see, I've got a beautiful wife, so I need to live up to that. And I need to, basically I need to make sure that I'm complimenting her all the time. I was looking at my wife while she was dressing up, and then I said I need to wear something that will complement her, the colors that she's wearing. So I put a bit of black, a bit of beige, just to complement her, but I just went off the mark a little bit with the blue color, because I don't want to be like her, to look like her exactly, so I need to be a bit funky, if I may say.
I'm a two-tone person, so I don't just wear one color. So if I'm wearing black, I'll try and I'll get something with brownish, and today I just felt like going all urban, you know, so yeah.
I have different looks every single day. It depends on which foot goes first out of bed, if I can say it like that. My mood influences me a lot. If I'm in a good mood, I would go for something like this. I love vintage, I love classic style, so that's something I would normally be wearing. I love the African style. I love the way they wear their scarves. For me, it's very beautiful. You know, everything is around the head, and they have a lot of detail, a lot of beads. I love that. And also the clothing that I wear, I normally wear them ready to pray. So when it's time for Salah, I just take my scarf and I put it all over my body. I'm already covered below, so it's very easy for me to just get ready and go to pray. This is an all-rounder that we as Muslims can also adapt, and we can put our personality and what we call hayat, modesty. We can just mix the two together and it comes out as a perfect combination, and we can still be like the other modern women, being modest but still modern.
Durban is leading the pack on exciting halal eating establishments, and we naturally had to go and find out more.
Durban is known as South Africa's #1 holiday destination. Its food options are vast and varied, with curries remaining one of its most popular dishes. But it is fast becoming a culinary hotspot for the Muslim diner.
If people are looking for good breakfast where they can feel at home, have some tasty food, then Al Bayt Lodge is the only place for them. So at Al Bayt Lodge, we normally serve a variety of dishes because we get people from all over coming and having breakfast with us. So we have your normal buffet breakfast, with your hot beverages, cold beverages, and a nice full spread buffet breakfast. For Al Bayt Lodge, of course, all our food is halal, so we cater mainly to the Muslim market, but of course we cater for all different dietary requirements.
Over the past 10 years, the food scene has changed substantially. New and innovative restaurants are popping up all over, resulting in a variety of choices that have patrons coming back for more.
The food market in Durban is crazy. People love food. The support is phenomenal. And I felt that donuts is such a big thing, and people make such exquisite stuff. And I always liked to make choux pastry. And I thought, which way would be different, And I thought about it, and I thought, okay, let me try the shape of a donut. And then I discussed it with my family, and they were like, that's a good idea. And normally, choux pastry is quite small. And I thought, big, it wows the people, it makes them want to buy because it's different.
Sisters Zainab and Fatima Farouk are leading the pack with their decadent desserts, but are by no means the only bakers in town. In a city where Indian sweet treats were the expected end to a meal, new cakes are getting their fair share on the table, and guests are spoilt for choice.
We do gourmet food with a difference. I like to think we do a bit of fusion food. So we incorporate our Indian heritage and what we've learned in chef school, and we merge that. So we do lots of playful food as well. So we try to bring in a bit of uniqueness into our items. We like to meet with clients at first just to have a feel of what they're about, what kind of look they're going for. And then once we've done that, we plan a menu ourselves. We have another meeting with the client just to go through our options, and then we break things down. So we have lots of meetings. Communication is so important to make sure that the client gets exactly what they envision.
Restaurants too are looking up. No more do we see tired old shops, but rather thoughtfully designed spaces to complement the food on offer.
Marhaba Meats is basically a family-owned butchery, a halal family-owned butchery. And on the side we do a grill. Basically, if you buy the meat from us, we grill it for you as well. Basically we've got a livestock company, and a lot of people were asking us to go into a butchery business because they wanted good quality meat. And basically, that's how we started. In Stanger, basically, we've got a few butcheries, but a lot of them wanted quality meats, and they wanted basically meats that are not processed with anything else. In our butchery, we've got everything that is processed basically with meat and fat and nothing else. We don't mix anything inside our meats. Everything is 100% quality and halal. We don't make things and leave things. We always make as a customer comes in. The takeaway is open to anyone. You stand in front of the takeaway, you can see what we do. We don't hide anything, and everything is made fresh on demand.
South Africa was recently voted 4th in a global survey of halal destinations, and more Muslim travellers are coming here because of it. The other major cities have traditionally been regarded as gastronomic must-visit destinations, but Durban is fast becoming the place to go. As the summer holidays approach, many Muslim visitors to the city and region will be spoilt for choice. All they have to do is balance their evening with their exercise.
Wow, all of that food has made me even hungrier than I was when we started. I'm definitely logging on to YouTube when I'm next in Durban to get ideas of where to eat. Our books, tech and apps are waiting.
At a time when communities increasingly tend to view each other with suspicion, the elements of Islam cuts through the morass of misunderstanding and misinformation to give a true and timely overview of the universality and light of the prophetic message of Islam. The Elements of Islam explains the unifying path of Islam, the history and development of Islam as a religion, and the future of Islam. Sheikh Fadla Lahairi is acknowledged as a master of self-knowledge and a spiritual philosopher. He travelled extensively on a spiritual quest, which led to his eventual rediscovery of the pure and original Islamic heritage of his birth and the discovery of the truth that reconciles the past with the present, the East with the West, the worldly with the spiritual, a link between the ancient wisdom teachings and our present time. Preloaded with high-quality educational textbooks, videos and games tailored to a student's age and curriculum, Rumi tablets are interactive digital libraries that cost less than the average textbook. All learning content can be used offline, making each tablet a portable library for students to use wherever and whenever they want. Tablets are built with Rumi's intuitive software designed for learning. No internet is required, only enough power to regularly charge the tablet. Devices are extremely efficient and only requires 13 rands worth of power every year for daily use. The Islamic Dictionary is a useful Islamic tool, collection of a large number of Islamic terms and their meanings. This application is used to find meanings or definitions of any Islamic terminology used commonly by the Muslim community. Find the meaning or definition for any Islam-related word. Islamic Dictionary can be found in the Google Play and Apple App Stores online.
Inspiring stories, great places to eat, and cool tech. What more could one ask for? I know, yummy food recipes. And this week, Lamees is going to blow you out of the park.
Assalamu alaikum. They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. What if I told you it could be the most delicious meal of the day? This is one of those recipes that you want to feed to kids that hate having breakfast in the morning, and I guarantee they'd be first at the table every other day. So what I'm going to show you how to make is my decadent French toast made with peanut butter, chocolate ganache, raspberries, and cream. And to make that, you need white bread. I've got eggs that I'm going to lightly beat. I've got chocolate ganache, and I've made the chocolate ganache 200 grams of your favorite chocolate and about half a tin of small dessert creams. I've got additional cream that I'm going to mix in with my egg. I've got mint for garnish, some more fresh cream to put on our French toast, chocolate, so you can understand how decadent this is going to be, butter for frying it all off, peanut butter that's going to go into my inside pocket, and fresh raspberries. So your white bread, I cut into really thick slices. They're going to have 3 slices of this anyway, so you might as well cut them 3 at a time. And all that you do now, because it's so nice and thick, is take a bread knife and along the edge of your bread, literally create a pocket all the way down to this end. Don't cut through. And then you're going to fill this pocket with peanut butter. I've got the smooth kind here. It works really, really well with crunchy peanut butter as well. So I'm going to stick this in here and make sure that I spread it all the way down to the bottom. And yes, I'm going to do it on both sides. I did say it was decadent French toast after all. Pushing it all the way down to the middle. And this, if you like, is the perfect opportunity for you to add things like banana, strawberries, any other fruits that you're wanting to hide in your pockets. And that's half the fun in having this breakfast meal. Okay, I can see I'm missing a spot in the bottom, so let me just get my knife all the way down there. There we go. Peanut butter, done. Now you've got to beat your eggs. So I've got 4 whole eggs. And I mix mine just with a bit of cream to make it that much richer. It almost makes your mix a little bit heavier. 2, 3, and 4. If you've got double cream, go ahead and use that. This is just normal cream. And give this a light whisking. And now we give our bread a good soaking. Another tip that I can give you when it comes to making French toast is you don't want fresh bread. Day-old bread, perfect. So I'm sticking it in and I'm literally going to squeeze this down so it soaks up all of my egg. And while it's doing that, and I'm just going to let it sit in here, I'm going to heat up my pan. Okay, now for the frying part. So into my pan, which I've just moved to the side so it can cool down a bit. Into the pan, I'm going to bring this closer. And now you let it sit. And now I'm going to give this a quick flip. So the bottom's cooked, it's now cooking at the top. And we're going to flip it over quickly onto each side, onto your plate, and then comes the decadent part, the delicious toppings. Okay, so now, just going to move this over to the board, slice it diagonally, onto a plate. Ooh, they're hot. Oh, and that warm liquid peanut butter. And now, drizzle this with your chocolate ganache. Just some extra chocolate because we can. A nice side order of cream. Loads of berries. And a sprig of mint. And I guarantee that you won't miss breakfast again. So until next time, Assalamu alaikum.
I'm sorry, but I can't sit here a minute longer after seeing that peanut butter and berry French toast. The cravings are just too much. Let me get to a kitchen and whip that up pronto. From me, Mara Mukwanda, Salang Hantle, Assalamu alaikum.